So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Let's get it.
Here we go. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
54. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. 50. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Back at the 37-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got 7. Steelers, nothing.
Like 80. Beat these two. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check 43.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They start the drive with Lynch. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go with Lynch right side. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Lynch. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 22, Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he comes back with one complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Gotta go, in and out.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Now he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They try again with Lynch. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
It's coming this way, Here we go.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Check. Check three.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, baby.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the curl.
On first down, Lynch. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Down to lose one. Double time. Alone. 3 down.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First down, Seattle.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to his left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Mike's 54.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Watch 30. Good.
Let him know. Let him know.
First and 10.
Let him know. Let him know.
44-yard line.
Check.
77.
54's Mike.
Check.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
That's another Steelers.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
After the interception, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Snickers, got to spin. Check.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
I know he ain't got it. Hey, check 24.
Alert.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
230.
Mike 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. So with that...